Alexander Usyk and Daniel Dubois are having their rematch this Saturday for the undisputed heavyweight titles. And the big question is, will this be repeat or revenge for Daniel Dubois? Their first fight came with some controversy. Usyk knocked Dubois out with a jab, but earlier in the fight, we saw Usyk hit the canvas, what was ruled a low blow, but many thought it was a clean body shot, and Usyk does have a history of being weak at the body. At this time around, Dubois is much better and in his prime, coming off a huge knockout win against Anthony Joshua. Usyk is coming off huge back-to-back wins against Tyson Fury, but he is 38 years old, so definitely expect this fight to be much tougher for him this time around. Now Daniel has some solid power. Out of his 22 wins, 21 of them are by knockout. Before his first Usyk fight, I thought really he was a tune-up who didn't deserve that fight, and I still believe that. As we saw, he got knocked out by a jab. That basically was a tune-up fight for Usyk. I didn't really see much in this Daniel Dubois at first, but his last 3 fights have been really solid. Knocked Jarrell Miller out in the 10th round, knocked Filip Hrgovic out in the 8th round, then had probably knockout of the year against Anthony Joshua last year, and knocked him out in the 5th round. What a crazy knockout win he had in Wembley in front of almost 100,000 people. We're going to see something similar to that this upcoming Saturday. Before we continue, I'm going to give a shout out to my sponsor at Hayabusa, some of the best boxing equipment out there: gloves, headgear, groin protectors, apparel, you name it. Make sure to use the code ALEXD, ALEXD, all caps, get a percentage off your order. Link is down below in the description. So Usyk just needs to be careful of that power. Usyk has been hurt before to the head, but especially to the body, multiple times. He got hurt by AJ, he got hurt by Beterbiev, he got hurt by Tyson Fury, and he got a very close call with Dubois in the first fight. Now, I personally think it was a hard one, but I think it was a little bit of a low blow. I think it was a bit dramatic for Usyk. I don't really think it affected him that much. I think Usyk was just trying to get a break, just trying to take the time as he needed. I think he was a bit dramatic. I didn't think he needed to go down, but it did look like a low blow, I'll be honest. But regardless, I don't even know why we're worrying about it. You think Usyk wouldn't have got up? Right? He did get up anyway, but you really think Usyk wouldn't have got up if it was that low blow and it was that serious that hurt him? Usyk still ended up winning anyway. I don't even know why people thinking that was a big deal, because it didn't lead to a stoppage. Alrighty? Usyk and Dubois still had a fight after that low blow, okay? And Usyk came back and beat him up, whooped him. So what does it really matter? This will be a very tough fight for Usyk this time around. Dubois is a very powerful fighter. I'm sure he's learning a lot since that fight. He definitely got a lot better. I mentioned that he's the best he's been. He's definitely in his prime. Usyk, we feel like he's in his prime forever, but he's getting older. That's definitely something to just consider. That right hand from Dubois could be a problem. It could put anybody out. It could definitely put out a guy like Usyk. I'm curious though, will Dubois attack the body? It only makes sense to. A lot of uppercuts to the body. Tyson Fury got Usyk and shook him up a bit with some uppercuts to the body that looked like they hurt Usyk. Alright, Dubois, that uppercut, even though it was a low blow, very close, just a couple more inches, that could take out Usyk. So I'm curious how Dubois is going to really approach that game plan. I'm curious how Usyk's going to do. I'm sure Usyk's definitely been practicing a lot of body defense. It only makes sense. Would be stupid not to. But if I had to predict this fight, I think Usyk does get the victory. Maybe not by knockout this time, but definitely by decision. I definitely expect Usyk to win. I'll be shocked if he does not win. Imagine that, right? Tyson Fury can't beat Usyk. Anthony Joshua can't beat Usyk, but Daniel Dubois could, especially if he get knocked out by a jab in the first fight. Would be crazy. So I do expect Alexander Usyk to win this fight. Now, I want to mention before I end this video, what's next for both? All right, after this fight, win or lose. We'll start with Usyk. If he wins, I honestly think Usyk should retire. He has nothing else to prove. He wiped out the cruiserweight division, became undisputed, wiped out the heavyweight division, and became undisputed. I'm honestly surprised that he's even fighting Dubois. I'm surprised he didn't retire after the second Fury fight. He has nothing to prove. If he wins this fight, he has nothing to prove. I get he could take this fight because he wants to really shut up the doubters this time around, right? Shut up all the people who were claiming that was a real body shot. That wasn't a low blow. That was fixed the first time around. I could understand that a bit. But if he beats Dubois, I really think he should retire. Has nothing else to prove. Scatter the belts. Have some of the young blood heavyweights get shots at those titles. If he beats Dubois, prime Dubois, if he fights Tyson Fury again, he probably beats him. Fights Anthony Joshua again, beats him. Fights Deontay Wilder, beats him. Definitely beats Joseph Parker. Outboxes Joseph Parker. I don't see anybody beating Usyk. I really don't. So I think Usyk should retire. Now, if Dubois beats him, well, now it's 1-1. I think that trilogy makes sense. I don't think Dubois is going to beat him, but if he does, the trilogy only makes sense. Now, if Dubois wins, we'll obviously see the rematch. Okay, we'll see the trilogy. If Dubois loses, I don't think it's over for Dubois' career, But he'll need to go back to the drawing board and fight another contender. Finally get that Joseph Parker fight that we've all been waiting. Even though I've been wanting Joseph Parker to get a shot at the title. But maybe Daniel Dubois could get another shot if Usyk retires, vacates the belts. Dubois could then fight for a vacant belt then. Okay, even though he lost his IBF belt, maybe if Usyk retires and vacates his belts, maybe Dubois could fight for the IBF vacant title again, fight Joseph Parker, who I think really deserves it. So if Usyk wins, I think he should retire. If Usyk loses, the trilogy. If Dubois loses, which I expect him to, well, not over for it yet, but, fight Joseph Parker, fight somebody. Fight somebody top 3, still stay up there. Don't fall off yet. I think Dubois is getting promoted pretty good. His personality is a bit weird. Kind of seems like there's nothing going on inside his head. No disrespect, but watching the interviews, watching him talk, doesn't really think much. Hey, no disrespect. I don't know the guy personally, but I don't know. His personality isn't there. The way he is with the face-offs, it's like he's always holding back a smile. All right, trying to get 5 pay-per-view fights every press conference by doing a little shove, a little push. Doesn't really work out too much, so bit of an awkward personality, but as a fighter, can't diss him, can't knock him. Great power. Make sure to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Who do you think is going to win this fight? I'm out, guys. Peace.